Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Another video on the Poor Man's Gold channel. I appreciate you stopping by. I'll try to keep this one quick. I did do another video a little while ago, but it turned out to be 14 minutes long, and I just ramble about friggin' everything under the sun, and I know you guys don't want to sit through that bullshit, so bottom line is here. I got another junk silver score. I stopped by my local coin shop yesterday during work. I was sort of in the neighborhood, so I stopped in. I had 40 bucks to spend. So I was like, you know what? 40 bucks, 40 bucks. Let me see what I can get. And I go in. I knew I was thinking about junk silver because a lot of you guys have been saying, stack up on the junk silver because you can't go wrong with it. And so I'm thinking about junk silver, you know what I mean? So I go in with 40 bucks. I walk in, the guy was like, "Hey, what's going on?" So he says, "Oh, I got a tube of these buffaloes. I got a little fractional gold here." I was like, "Well, I only got 40 bucks." So he says, "All right, well, you're not going to get much with that, but," he goes, "Why don't you take some junk silver? Why don't you take some dimes or something?" And I said to myself, you know what? I was just thinking about that. And I gotta say, man, this fucking hobby is getting expensive, man. I should have just I should have just took up bowling or something. But I mean, this is getting a little out of hand now at this point. But the bottom line is, I'm digging it. I'm liking it. I'm not sorry about it. I'm not sorry. So I go in, and he has I check out the selection of junk silver, and I had 40 bucks, and I wanted to spend it wisely. You know what I mean? I wanted to get the most bang for my buck. And I also had I had brought in a little baggie of world coins that I had laying around the house. I didn't know what they were or if they were worth anything. So it was just a very small amount, just a few coins. So I go in and I ask the kid in there, the owner, hey, these anything? So he takes a look at them. He says three of them were sterling silver, very tiny coins. He said were sterling, and there was one other piece, like a bigger, I don't know what it was, but he said that was worth about $1, and the sterlings were worth about $1.50 a pop. So I had 550 in there. So the bottom line is, I start looking through the bin. So I say, you know what? Let me look at the Morgans. So we'll take a look at what I got for the 40 bucks here. I, you know, I saw a box of peace dollars and a box of Morgans, and I was like, you know what? I'd like to get a Morgan. So I start looking through the Morgans, through the box here, and I see, it's a box of Morgans. Bottom line. So I'm looking through them, and I see this nice, it's pretty white, pretty good detail, circulated, pretty decent details on this thing. It's a 1900. I see 1900, and I'm like, you know what? That's a pretty nice, like, turn of the century coin. You know what I mean? So this one spoke to me, right out of the box there, the 1900. And so I went with this one. So I got that. This went for 27 bucks here. And I had $13 left over on the out of the 40. So I said, let me take the Morgan. And then I started looking through the dime box there. So I started, looking through it. I was like, you know what? I'm going to grab some Mercuries. And I did find a Barber in there, a 1901 Barber dime. You can still see the date on that thing. It's pretty well worn. It's very, very well worn. But, you can still see the basic details in there. And I said, okay, well, that Barber, I'm definitely taking the Barber. And then I wound up with some, some Mercuries. Not in the worst condition. It looks like a 1936. I don't know the key dates on these Mercury dimes. I know there's a 36 here. I know there's a 39 in there. If anybody knows the key dates on these dimes, let me know. I'd appreciate it. But, not horrible details in there. You can still see a little detail in that wing or whatever it is there. And they're they're not in horrible condition. You know what I mean? So I'm liking them. If this goddamn thing would focus. Whoa. Okay. Either way, I wound up with 10 dimes here. It was the 27 for the Morgan. They were getting $2 a pop for the dimes. So with the extra $13, I did get 7 dimes. He let me slide the dollar on that. He said, take 6 and I'll give you $1. I said, I'll take 7 and we'll call it even. So he's like, all right, no problem, whatever. So I did get the Morgan and 7 dimes for my $40. So then I had the other 550 there, with the world coins that I brought in. So that was 550. So I took another 3 dimes for that 550. I threw another 50 cents in to make it, the $6 on the last 3 dimes here. So for $40.50 and a couple of world coins that I had laying around the house for God knows how many years that I didn't know, what was what on them. So for $40, basically, I walked out with a 1900 Morgan and 10 silver dimes. I think this brings now, not including the Morgan, I think this brings my junk silver total up to 670 or 680, I think, something like that. But I'm glad to throw the dimes in there. A lot of people are saying, they love the dimes. I sort of like the quarters and halves better, but I figured just for shits and giggles, what the hell? I'll throw in 10 dimes, and I do have a Morgan now. So, hey, man, the stack is growing. I ain't complaining. It's a beautiful thing, and yeah, basically that's that. So for $40 yesterday, I added to the stack. That's the bottom line. I got a decent Morgan here, and a bunch of Mercuries and a Barber, and I think 3 Roosevelts. So I can't go wrong on that. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. I don't know what else to say in this video, but that was my junk silver score yesterday. Morgan, a buck and dimes. And yeah, so thanks for watching. Keep out of trouble. Stay safe. And catch you on the next one.